Peace and grand rising to the heirs. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is the Universal Sovereign Original Natural Divine Moorish American Consular Court. We are the living Moorish American federal government, the Sovereign Moorish American Consulate, and the original indigenous Moorish American Consular Court. We are the most ancient court both in heaven and on earth. Ego sum governing justice Rosalind Spiritu Sanctus Imamu Ra El Bey in capitis diminutio nolo in red ink in proprio persona sui juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. My free chosen national appellation as well is of nobility is Rose Spirit Bay. In capitis diminutio nolo in red ink in proprio persona sui juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. No United States corporation, company, persons, nor their agents, principals, heirs, assigns, nor any derivatives thereof, has personam jurisdiction over me or any sovereign nobility of this earth. This universal sovereign lawful cause of action is manifested by the original indigenous sovereign national divine people who are the de jure Moorish American federal government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the de jure Moorish American Consular Court. The universal natural area code for this sovereign court is 86P8WR2G+3X. This cause of action is sovereign alpha numeric identifier macg plus cause 23. The date of the United States corporation, company, persons was commanded to appear is today, Thursday, September 29th. 1443 on the ancient moon calendar, 1444 on the ancient sun calendar, 2022 on the Greco-Roman Gregorian calendar at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8:30 p.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Those who view this sovereign consular court action on the public record are witnesses. This audio and video platform does not in any way diminish the sovereign authority, universal power, nor ancestral efficacy of the command given by this court, nor our consulate, nor our sovereign Moorish American government. Lawful notification was given to said United States corporation, company, persons by way of Moorish federal government email and by the posting on the public record. All of the commerce by said United States corporation, company, persons to be named has been terminated by way of our sovereign Universal Commercial Code 1 lien. We, the justices of the Moorish American Consular Court, do hereby execute universal sovereign consular court actions in favor of all Moors where unlawful occupation of our sovereign original indigenous land is proven, with nationality status being the proof necessary to activate our sovereign living court to action. This court action is hereby placed on the public record for the public record and letting the public record show that the United States corporation, company, persons are hereby called forth at this time, and each of you persons are commanded to state your name and nationality for the American people who are the Moorish American federal government. Once you have stated your name and nationality for the public record, you will then be required to respond to 3 questions by this living court. Your only response shall be yes if yes is true, or no if no is true. You are commanded to say nothing further, and no questions will be answered by the sovereign court at this time. And here are the treaty for peace and friendship. Unlawful entry of sovereign original indigenous property was also a part of this cause of action for certain persons listed. Here's the Treaty for Peace and Friendship that was violated. The Constitution for the United States of America, 1442. The Constitution for Minnesota. And the United States Declaration on Rights of Indigenous People. At this time, we call forth the following corporate persons, all doing business at and of and for the point at river crossings. You are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. We are going to go through all units at the point at River Crossing. The point's location address is 1375 South Davern Street, St. Paul, Minnesota 55116. Some of these units may have a different zip code than listed here. Those zip codes are also being called forth here, whether they are listed here or not. We're going to go through and just say the unit numbers to this address and the zip codes, whether listed here or not, and it's for all those in units and all heirs, assignees, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof. So, unit 100, unit 101, unit 102, unit 103, unit 104, unit 105, unit 106, unit 107, unit 108, unit 109, unit 110. Unit 111, Unit 112, Unit 113, Unit 114, Unit 115, Unit 116, Unit 117, Unit 118, Unit 119, Unit 120, Unit 121, Unit 122, Unit 123, Unit 124, Unit 125, Unit 126, Unit 127. Unit 128, Unit 129, Unit 130, Unit 131, Unit 132, Unit 133, Unit 134, Unit 135, Unit 136, Unit 137, Unit 138, Unit 139, Unit 200, Unit 201, 200, Unit 202, Unit 203, Unit 204, Unit 205, Unit 206, Unit 207, Unit 208, Unit 209, Unit 210, Unit 211, Unit 212, Unit 213, Unit 214, Unit 215, Unit 216, Unit 217, Unit 218, Unit 219, Unit 220, Unit 221, Unit 222. Unit 223, Unit 224, Unit 225, Unit 226, Unit 227, Unit 228. Unit 229, Unit 230, Unit 231, Unit 232, Unit 233, Unit 234, Unit 235. Unit 236, Unit 237, Unit 238. Unit 239, Unit 300, Unit 301, Unit 302, Unit 303. Unit doing business as Unit 304. Doing business as Unit 305. 306. Doing business as Unit 307. Doing business as 308. Unit 309. All doing business as Unit 310, Unit 311, Unit 312, Unit 313, Unit 314, Unit 315, Unit 316, Unit 317, Unit 318, Unit 319, Unit 320. All doing business as Unit 321, Unit 322, Unit 323, Unit 324, Unit 325, Unit 326. All doing business as Unit 327, Unit 328, Unit 329, Unit 330. All doing business as Unit 331, Unit 332, Unit 333, Unit 334, Unit 335. All doing business as Unit 336, Unit 337, Unit 338, Unit 339. All doing business as Unit 400. Unit 401, Unit 402, Unit 403, Unit 404, Unit 405, Unit 406, Unit 407, Unit 408, Unit 409, Unit 410. All doing business as Unit 411, Unit 412, Unit 413, Unit 414, Unit 415. All doing business as Unit 416, Unit 417, Unit 418, Unit 419, Unit 420. All doing business as Unit 421, Unit 422, Unit 423, Unit 424, Unit 425, Unit 426, Unit 427, Unit 428, Unit 429. All doing business as Unit 430, Unit 431, Unit 432, Unit 433, Unit 434, Unit 435, Unit 436, Unit 437, Unit 438, Unit 439. And all heirs, assigns, zip codes listed or not listed, principals, agents, all persons, derivatives thereof, all doing business as any of these units listed. Islam. All doing business or residing as residents. All persons doing business as residents, staff, maintenance, managers, landlords, or any office holding any office of the communities of River Crossing, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 735 Graham Avenue West, St. Paul, Minnesota 55116. All doing business as 1375 South Davern Street, St. Paul, Minnesota 55116. Garage. All garage spaces, all parking lot spaces, all parking lots. Community rooms, fitness rooms, offices, office, maintenance areas, all closets, all bathrooms, all lobbies, hallways, stairwells, elevators, trash areas, all spaces, all units. You are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record, and all units listed were hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All units, buildings, offices, contractors, and parcels associated with the communities of River Crossing and Stonebridge, LLC, and all heirs, assignees, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as the Ramsey County Sheriff, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Bob Fletcher, doing business as the Bob Fletcher Ramsey County Sheriff, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as Civil Process Services, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 25 West 4th Street, Suite 100, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. St. Paul, Minnesota 55102, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Michael Upton, doing business as Michael Upton Court Administrator, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as the State of Minnesota Corporation, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Tim Walls, doing business as Governor, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 130 State Capitol, 75 Drive, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as the Ramsey County District Court, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as the 2nd Judicial District, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All doing business as the St. Paul City Hall and Courthouse, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 62-HG-CV-22, 1620, doing business as court file number, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 15 West College Boulevard, St. Paul, Minnesota 55102, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Susan Richard Nelson, doing business as Susan Richard Nelson, Judge, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. United States, all doing business at the United States District Court, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. 316 North Robert Street, St. Paul, Minnesota 55101, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Katie G. Bergstrom, doing business as Katie G. Bergstrom, Referee, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Geo, doing business as Geo, Deputy, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Martin Stewart, doing business as Martin Stewart, Deputy, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Stonebridge Communities, LLC, and all assigns and principals, agents, derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All agents, all principals, all heirs, all assigns, all derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. There is the violation. Islam. Silence is acquiescence. Therefore, those who do not speak when commanded have consented to our universal sovereign jurisdiction by way of the sovereign ex parte action, as the corporate parties did fail to appear and or respond point for point. Sovereign ex parte action by the Supreme Justices, who are the living Moorish American Consular Court, are further affirmation we do not need the permission of anyone to lawfully govern our vast estate. All United States corporation company persons are subject to this justice and all subsequent justices and commands of the Moorish American Consular Court. Our sovereign government rulings are the supreme law for the land, even in matters ex parte. We the people do hereby state that those United States corporation company persons whose name were called are guilty of unlawful occupation of our sovereign original indigenous ancient ancestral lands. All property on our lands is already in the sovereign possession of the heirs. All corporate fraud and corruption has been removed from our sovereign resources. The American Provost Marshal is hereby notified and commanded to arrest you and place you at Guantanamo Bay Prison, where your decapitation shall occur. All those who choose to live and breathe in our land are subject to us and shall obey all sovereign commands, and no public office nor property shall be held by said consenting subjects. Sumus de sanctum unum, we are the holy ones. Nous vivons, we live. Sumus classes teni abundate imperium, we are the keys to our abundant empire. Amundra, amundra, amundra. Dico vobusque cumque sumus veritis superterum erunt lingata et in calo et sumusque cumque. Sul veritis superterum erunt suta et in calo. Amundra, amundra, amundra. Dico vobusque cumque sumus veritis superterum erunt lingata et in calo. Et sumusque cumque sul veritis superterum erunt suta et in calo. Amundra, amundra, amundra. Dico vobusque cumque sumus veritis superterum erunt lingate et in calo, et sumusque cumque sul veritis superterum erunt suta et in calo. Truly, I say to you, whatsoever we bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatsoever we set free on earth is set free in heaven. With the completion of the sovereign Moorish American Consular Court action, we the heirs do hereby peacefully tribute to ourselves and our sovereign heirs that which is rightfully ours according to the will of our eternal, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, infinite, self-existent, self-sufficient ancestors who are present here for this court action. This court action is hereby complete. Peace and grand rising to the ascended Moorish American nobility, and grand rising to all of risen humanity. Islam. Islam. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient empire state of Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic federal government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, northwest of Mexico, northwest Africa, the Northgate, Troll Island, Gaia, Midgard, Earth, Corona's time, immemorial into perpetuity, ego sum. Sovereign living justice, Rosum Spiritus Sanctus Imamu Ra Helbe, Islam.